Shopping trips to Cabella's in Rogers, Minnesota normally don't make anybody cry.
Rod plus reel, life jacket, map book, tackle box, hat.
But this one brings tears.
I get a little choked up talking about this next story.
Fish book, line.
Probably just about everybody at Cabella's felt a lump in their throat the day Nolan Dinan and his mom Jennifer came to shop and look around.
I want to thank Jennifer for taking the time and having the courage to write the letter she wrote.
Oh yes, this shopping trip began with a letter sent to Cabella's employees on a summer day in 2011. It was really just a thank you note.
Dear Manager, this letter is difficult to write, but I feel it's important for you and your staff to understand the impact you have had on our family. In May of this past year, my husband passed away, leaving me and our 10-year-old son Nolan. During the final months of his life, Wade would take our son Nolan to Cabella's for a field trip. They would spend hours viewing the displays and dreaming of the days to come. They would come home with new shirts, hats, and stories of the mountain lion that they had hunted or the big fish that got away.
When Nolan's dad, sick with cancer, was too weak to walk the aisles, Nolan, who was 10 years old at the time, explored Cabella's on his own, intrigued with his own rich imagination. But their trips to Cabella's came to an end on May 25, 2010. Nolan's father had passed away. He was 44.
Once Wade had passed, there was no question in our minds that his urn needed to come from the great outdoors. A few fishing accessories, and of course, a gift card to send Wade on his way. My son was more of a man than I could ever imagine that day, and told me that God was going to take Dad fishing. He addressed the gift card to God, and it was placed with Wade in the ground to rest. I cried, and Nolan said, "Don't worry, Mom, Dad has gone fishing." Those words will never be the same again. I really want to thank you and your staff for giving my son and his father some of the best memories they could share.
The letter to Cabella's was signed, "A loyal customer for life."
It was such a touching story and such a touching letter that I knew we had to do something to give back. Jim Cabella himself, the guy who started it all, was touched by the story.
What happened next at Cabella's for Nolan was, well,
for the inspiration that you give us. This is something for you to remember this day, and you are the reason why we do what we do, so I can't thank you enough for this. So please accept this on our behalf.
Last but not least, we want to make you an official member of the Cabella's family, so we have took the time to make you your own Cabella's work shirt with your name embroidered on it.
Next, Nolan was given an insider's tour of Cabella's famed store attractions.
What was your favorite animal on the mountain?
Well, I think all of them.
All of them?
I just like nature. I think nature is gracious in the way that it gives and takes.
Then it was time to feed the fish.
Wow.
Lots of different fish.
Oh.
And to a young fisherman, trophies all.
This is kind of fun.
Nolan had a pretty good day of shopping, too. Hook, line, and sinkers, and more.
This is pretty cool.
Much more.
You know, a bad day of fishing is better than a good day of work. That was my dad's motto. Says Cabella's?
Says Cabella's right on it.
Yay!
So this is 30-pound test, and the same diameter as what this 8-pound test is, but this is 30 pound.
Okay.
So it'll be the same thickness. It's
What
just
about
a lot
50
stronger.
pounds? Cabella's is the most coolest place ever. You know, maybe I should get a job at Cabella's.
I think that's a great idea.
Because I was thinking about working at Legoland, but though dealing with snotty brats would be a little bit weird.
Did you want to go and look for your fish finder?
Sure.
Okay, will that one be cool?
Yep.
All right.
At last, the cart was about full and headed for the checkout line. Let's just say the price was right.
Can't believe how amazing this day was.
But his Cabella's adventure isn't over.
Where do you want to go fishing?
Well, that's kind of up to you.
Maybe up to Mille Lacs Lake.
You want to go to Mille Lacs?
Up next, Nolan heads for a fishing trip to Mille Lacs to catch the big ones, as his Cabella's adventure continues.